Hey there, welcome back to Inspiring Mealtime with Latanya. I am Latanya and welcome to my kitchen. In today's video, I am sharing with you a really easy and delicious recipe called beef stroganoff. So if you're a busy mom just like me, you're looking for a little bit of mealtime inspiration and ideas that are fast, easy, and most importantly, family approved, I invite you to subscribe to this channel for more mealtime ideas and recipes just like this video. Okay, so if you're ready, let's get cooking. Okay, so here are all the ingredients that I used to make this beef stroganoff. In the description box, you will find the list of all the ingredients and also the link to the full recipe on my blog. So first off, I am browning up my ground beef. This is about 2¼ pounds of ground beef. If you don't want to use ground beef, you could also use ground turkey in place of it for this recipe. As my ground beef is cooking, I am just adding in my favorite seasonings like Lawry's and also adobo. You can add in whatever you like, or you can skip the seasonings altogether if that's your preference. Next up, I'm just chopping up my meat really good. Once my beef starts to cook, I like to use my chopper to chop it up even more finely. All right, so I have the cutest helper with me in the kitchen today. Everybody say hey to Noah. As the ground beef is cooking or after it's cooking, you can start to prep your mushrooms. I bought whole mushrooms so that I can slice them myself. I find that they're cheaper this way. You could buy already sliced mushrooms and just skip this whole step of slicing them up altogether. Next up, you're gonna need some beef broth or beef stock. I am using about 4½ cups or this whole 32-ounce box. Next is going to be heavy whipping cream or heavy cream. I'm using about 1 cup for this recipe. You're gonna need 1/4 cup of sherry. Also, you're gonna need 1/2 cup of sour cream. Next up for this recipe, you're going to need some garlic. I love garlic, and so I'm using about 4 cloves here. You don't have to use all of this, and if you like more, you could add more also. It's up to you. So I already had about 1/2 of an onion left over from another recipe, so I'm just taking that half and chopping it up for this beef stroganoff. It is just something about the food chopper that me and Noah love. So after the ground beef is all cooked, brown, and drained off, I'm going to take the same pan and add in a little bit of butter to it and melt that up. To that pan of melted butter, I'm going to add in the sliced up mushrooms and then also those diced onions. These all are going to cook until they start to brown and caramelize. Once you see that the mushrooms and onions are nice and golden, you will add in about 3 tablespoons of flour and then make sure to cook that flour out. Once the flour is cooked, add in your sherry, and then you want to start to add in the beef broth. Make sure you're mixing as you're adding in. Next up, you want to add in about 2 tablespoons of W sauce, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. To this mixture, it's time to now add in the heavy cream. And then add in your ground beef and mix everything up really well. At this point, you can add in some more seasonings, whatever you and your family enjoy. At this point, you're just gonna continue to cook up your sauce and let it thicken, and make sure you're stirring it up and mixing it up really good. At this point, I'm just taking out a little bit of my sauce mixture, and I'm going to be adding in my sour cream a little bit at a time to just that little bit of sauce. And then I'm gonna just take that little mixture and add it back into my whole pot of stroganoff sauce. At this point, if you would like a thicker sauce, you can make a slurry out of cornstarch and then a little bit of sauce, and then that'll help to thicken up your sauce. But just mix everything up and make sure everything is really well combined. So finally, to serve this super simple pasta dish, you just put your hot egg noodles and then top it off with that yummy beef stroganoff sauce. Top it off with some parsley, and you can have it with a salad. And if you're a bread lover like me, you can also have some garlic bread with it as well. All right, that is it for this recipe. If you enjoyed the video, I invite you to subscribe and don't forget to like. Happy cooking, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.